All right, so I actually want to talk about this point because I just want to go down and just say this right here. Nintendo is getting crazy expensive. I mean, Nintendo's getting crazy expensive to literally buy, and I hate to say it because again, I'm a Nintendo gamer. I love Nintendo, and you know what we're gonna say, but I do want Nintendo to see that their game pricing are getting higher, and it's no apparent than their latest release, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game costs 60 freaking bucks, more than its original. More than its original. Not much has been done to it. It's 1080p, 60 frames per second, which that's cool. 60 frames per second, 1080p, nice upgrades. I'm not that really big on resolution and stuff like that, but if the game looks nice, then the game looks nice. Run smoother, run smoother. 30 frames per second, 720p, still alright with me. However, I'm gonna keep it real with you. The other stuff, like, it cuts out a lot of filth time with skippable cutscenes, stuff like that. I don't think that's worth charging 60 bucks. There's no features needed in modern gaming. If you feel what I'm talking about, then yeah. Skyward Sword, I haven't even started the game yet, by the way. I'm busy with Final Fantasy VII on my Switch. But with everything that everybody have experienced with the game, everybody seems to be loving it. If you love it, you love it. But however, man, I do feel guilty paying the price that I did for this game, knowing that the original was cheaper, like $49.99. It also came with a golden controller on some of them, and yada yada yada. I feel guilty buying this because the only reason I actually bought this, game, is because I could not get my hand on a pair of these ones. It was literally minutes after I had made the purchase for this game. It was already shipping out. Best Buy already had my game shipping out and everything. It wasn't coming the day of. I ordered it the day after it came out because I couldn't find myself a pair of these, and I did want to experience The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD one way or the other. I was planning to get the game anyway because two of my favorite Wii games is coming out this year, Sonic Colors and Skyward Sword, so I do want to play those games on my Switch. Okay, but I just wanted to cop these before anything else. That's what my main concern. I just wanted to cop these right here. And with that being said, I'm gonna keep it real with you. All right, this is a problem with Nintendo for ages. Like, I get it. Some things that Nintendo is charging for, those prices should be going down, and that even includes the Switch itself today. With Nintendo and their pricing, yeah, they're getting a little bit too expensive. This is coming from a heavily rooted Nintendo fanboy. Literally heavily rooted. I have a PlayStation, I have an Xbox, but Nintendo is my first love, and Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword is the game that got me back into gaming full on. So take this take this how you want to. But Nintendo does need to come down off their prices. We saw, around the time that the Switch was phasing, not the Switch, but the Wii U was phasing out. Games was cheaper. You can stomach some of the prices of some games, and Nintendo priced their games at accurate prices. A game like Pokemon Snap shouldn't be like $60. It should be at least $50. I say $50 at least for that game. And games like WarioWare should be at least $40. However, this is a problem that a lot of Nintendo fans have discussed time and time again. That Nintendo is basically charging us for literally everything. Like, they're raping our literal wallets, and that's not a good look on Nintendo's side. Look, I love you, Nintendo. I do. I truly love you. But yeah, your prices are too darn high. Not every game that comes out should be $60. There should be at least $40 games and stuff like that. And does this even have anything to do with the, remember this, Switch tax? Is it still around today? Hey, I just think that, with the Switch games, $60 is asking far too freaking much. Even on the digital front, $60. You know, if games are on, I always believe that games should be cheaper on the digital front since there's not that much manufacturing. All you gotta do is put that game in and they download it. That's what I always thought. But see, I'm paying $60 for a physical game, not even a full-fledged revamped remake. It's a remaster, and I don't think that 60. I don't think $60 is a good price. You know, I'll be honest with you, man. After a year or so on the market, I think that games should go down to at least $30 or $40. You know, I don't think all this time Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart Deluxe. Oh my God, that game should have been dropped. That is a 2014 game on the Nintendo Switch. That game should have been dropped. You know, a lot of these games, 4 years old or something like that, it's time for a price drop. There's no reason why they're still $60. You know, it's just a problem with Nintendo at this point. It's just Nintendo's being greedy. That's it. You know, and again, this is coming from a rooted Nintendo fanboy saying this. Nintendo's just being greedy with their money. That's all they're doing. You know, the fact that we're just getting like yanked, and I'm still like seeing why would you pay $60 for something like Wario. Yeah, that game, or the Advance War game, at least 40 or, you know, $50 at most should be that price. Now, am I going to say the same for Metroid Dread? Well, most likely no, because it's a brand new Metroid game. First HD 2D Metroid game. I'm willing to pay for that at $60. I'm willing to support Metroid at this point just to see the series stay alive. But at the end of the day, don't be a Nintendo fanboy to this. Don't turn a blind eye to Nintendo's pricing and practices. It's just you gotta call Nintendo out some things. You know, as me as a Nintendo fan, you know, I'm not gonna call them out. You know, if I'm gonna call them out on the Nintendo OLED thing, one thing is the price, because I feel that should be $300. The Switch should go down to $250, and the Switch Lite should go down to $150 at this point. You feel me? Am I the only one who's saying that? No, literally everybody's been saying that. But yeah, I don't think Nintendo shouldn't phase out the regular Switch. Just price the Switch OLED at $300, Switch at $250, Switch OLED at $150, not Switch OLED, Switch Lite at $150, and you know what? Make me a happy camper, you know? Oh, you know, we want to play your games, Nintendo. We just don't want to keep paying the amount of money for every single game. Not every single game going to cost the same to make. You're still going to make back bank off that game. But anyway, it's your boy Kahuna Silver, signing out. Deuces.